Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part 2 of this YuGiOh extravaganza. And in this video, I will now be talking about the magic cards. Ooh. Watch them disappear to thin air. So anyway, I'm now be explaining the use of magic cards. Now, some magic cards and trap cards, they kind of coexist with each other. Different magic cards are, as I said, the same as trap cards. Some magic cards are, some are field spells that can have some very interesting effects on your monsters or your opponent's monsters or whatever you can do. There are also normal magic or trap cards. There are those are counter trap cards. Now, there's not going to be much to explain about the magic cards. That's going to be in one whole video, so I'm going to combine both magic and trap card explanations into this whole video, hopefully. So as I said, the counters, those are pretty much on trap cards. Quick play, I think that's what they're called, occurs on magic cards. And we have equip cards as well. Now, some magic cards are ritual cards, which are used to summon other monsters. But you also have to be willing to tribute the monsters whose level equal up to the total amount. Like, well, I can't name off on the top of my head because I don't have a ritual monster or a fusion monster. But we're not talking about fusion monsters right now. Unless you have polymerization, which I don't have. And so, I really don't understand the ritual part of it, because I have never performed a ritual summon. And so anyway, going through magic cards. There's some magic cards that I like to use. I got this combination from a friend of mine. He used to beat me and my other friend. Well, he didn't beat me, but he certainly used it to his advantage. First up, he used Dimensional Fissure. What this card does is it's a continuous spell card, and what it does is any monster that would normally go to the graveyard, they're removed from play instead. And also, he used Soul Absorption. In this card, whenever any is it a monster or a card? Each time a card has been sent. I cannot talk. If a card has been removed from play, you will gain 500 life points each. You spam that every freaking time. And even though we're talking about magic cards right now, I'm going to finish this combination with this. And when you have enough cards that have been removed from play, he plays this. DD Dynamite. What this card does, you take 300 points for damage for each card that has been removed from play. I think that's what it says. Yes. That blows. And also, that's a good thing here, is Black Pendant. You can equip this to your monster. This is an equip magic card. You can equip this to your monster and it gains 500 attack points, I do believe. Yes. And when this card is sent to the graveyard, even for the monster equipped with this card being destroyed or by a card effect, your opponent loses 500 points of damage. Now I don't think I'm going to be going through every, well, maybe. I pretty much am. Here's a famous one. We all know what Mythical Space Typhoon does. You target one magic or spell card on the field and just destroy it. And we have Lightning Vortex. All you have to do is discard one card. You can destroy all the face-up monsters your opponent controls. And here's a card which is strangely banned for some reason. And that is Card Destruction. We all know what that does, hence the name. Each player discards their card, and you draw the same number of cards that you discarded. And card destruction is banned. Yes, it is. It is banned. And Ego Boost is a good thing to have. You can target one monster on the field and it gains 1,000 attack points to the end phase. Good strategy to have. And it's a quick play, so you can be face down. And Soul Exchange, I don't really use it sometimes. I want to use it one day. What I have used it a couple of times. You could do if you're trying to it depends on what you're trying to tribute summon. You trying to tribute summon well, one monster that you have in your hand and you realize that, oh, hey, what do you know? Soul Exchange is right there. All you gotta do is play Soul Exchange. Oh no, you have to use it for to some level 7 or 8, don't you? Even I don't know how my own cards work. I think so, yeah. Let me check again. Oh no, never mind. you can also use it to tribute any monster. Like level 5. Just play Slow Exchange, take your opponent's monster, and bam. Or if you try to summon a level 7 or 8, tribute your monster, and then tribute his or hers. It may work like that, I don't know. Also on this list, Book of Moon, which I think this one's banned too. How in the hell is this banned? I don't understand. All you gotta do is just target one monster and flip it down and flip it to a face down defense position. That's all it does. Why is it banned? Pot of Greed is banned. We're not talking about banned cards right now. I'm just throwing that out. The Pot of Greed, you all know that what that one does. That one's really famous as well. All you gotta do is just draw 2 cards. The Space Typhoon, like that. Enemy Controller. Now this one has 2 effects. It's not like Brain Control, which that one is banned, and Change Your Heart. You can either change the battle position of a face-up monster, or you can tribute one monster, and you can take control of your opponent's monster into the end phase of your turn. And also, we have Swords of Revealing Light! Yes! That is one of my favorite magic cards in my deck. We all know what that does. I'm keeping a counter. Every time I say we all know what that does, I have to keep a counter. Starting now, every time I say we all know what that does, including that one. I'm keeping a counter how many times I say it. So when Swords are Revealing Light, your opponent cannot attack for 3 turns. That's pretty much all it does. And now we move on to trap cards. Already explained what DD Dynamite does. And the twins of DD Dynamite is Cemetery Bomb. What Cemetery Bomb does is you inflict 100 points of damage to each card in your opponent's graveyard. I suggest you play this first before you play DD Dynamite. Or have this handy just in case your opponent manages to get rid of your Dimensional Fissure. And or your Soul Absorption card. If you have that combination, that is. And these two, Power Frame and Mirror Mail, are kind of like the same thing. Except Power Frame, it stops your, it negates your opponent's attack, and your monster gains the same attack and I think the same defense. No, just the same attack as, you know, the monster that was supposed to attack your monster. What Mirror Mail does, Mirror Mail... I'm losing my train of thought, I'm sorry. Mirror Mail, it... Damn it, I keep losing my train of thought. Fuck! I am so sorry. When the face of monster control is targeted for an attack, its attack becomes equal to that of the attacking monster. There we go. Jesus Christ. Now here's the twin to the Mythical Space Typhoon. Dust Tornado. Yes, target one magic or trap card on the field, destroy it. In addition, you can set another trap card face down. Okay, or that. Yep, and the trap jam is the same. Trap jam is the same as dust tornado. I have another mirror mail. Oh. Here is another one of my favorite trap cards. Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now, once you have this on the field, you can negate an attack, and instead of having it sent to the graveyard, instead you can set it back down and use it again. That's always enjoyable to have. Oh, here's another card that's fun to have. I have 2 mirror mails. Yes. Mirror mail. This one's especially shiny. Pick the shiny one. Yes. Mirror mail. Mirror Force! Oh my god, I'm gonna slap myself. Mirror Force destroys all attack position monsters you control once your opponent declares an attack. Remember what it does. And I can't wait to try this. I have Shadow Spell. Yes. My friend uses this on me constantly. Next to the kunai with chain. Bullshit. You can't change the battle position. Loses 700 attack points. And that's pretty much it. Oops. And another card to have is Divine Wrath. Yes. When you come up to the opponent and his monster it has a bullshit effect, and you can't stand it when it keeps doing that, just play Divine Wrath. All you have to do is discard 1 card from your hand, and you can negate that activation. And you can destroy the effect monster. And what this card does, this is compulsory evacuation device. With this, you can return 1 card to the owner's hand. It could be anything: monsters, spells, traps, anything. Send that bitch packing. A couple other cards that I have. This is pretty much all the track cards that I have. Some of them I won't reveal. This card, no. This card, no. This is a pretty handy card to have. Destruct Potion. Target 1 card you control, 1 monster you control, you can destroy that card, and you gain life points equal to its attack points. That's almost a little bit too risky to have. Now these two, Spellbinding Circle. With this, your opponent's monster cannot attack or change its battle position. And this armor looking thing. Select an attacking monster, and it is destroyed. Yes. Wow. We're already good on time. And so that does it for the spells and trap cards chapter. And so tune in for part 3. And maybe the final part, where I'll tell you how to synchro and exceed summon. And so, see you guys at part 3.